Hey y'all, so just got done with today's workout. It was really fun. I liked it. I liked a lot of these we've done this week. But anyway, it's just another long, slow one. I think it took me 23 and a half minutes, which means probably throw a 30-minute cap. If you're really trying to push the pace on this one, I think you can get under 20 probably. But it's going to be 4 rounds for intensity and technique. You're going to do a 400-meter run. When you get back in, you're going to do 30 sit-ups. Then you're going to do 20 barbell snatches, 75-55 or super light, something like 35% of a max. Or if you have a kettlebell or dumbbell, we're going to do 30 alternating dumbbell snatches with a heavy weight, and we're just going to bump that number to 36 if you've got a medium weight. Then we've got 10 strict pull-ups. So it's a fun one. Again, we've got probably sub 20 for the fastest people that are really going after it, and 30-minute cap should be a good one for this one. Just a nice and steady. You can really push the pace on your runs. Today I was kind of focusing more on running technique. I caught myself being a little lazy with my left leg. So I slowed it down a little bit and really worked on trying to pick that leg up. So I was really focusing on that technique. But if you're going to push the pace anywhere in this workout, it's going to be on the runs. And you can just keep telling yourself that sit-ups, there's 30 of them. They kind of take a while. They're not going to be a showstopper. And you're going to kind of catch your breath. They're annoying, but you'll catch your breath a little bit. So if you're going to attack this one, you're going to attack it on the runs. Just smooth, consistent on the sit-ups. Don't attack the sit-ups. Just try and be smooth and consistent. What we see all the time is when people attack the sit-ups, their butt pops up off the air. They don't disengage on the ground. And so we're just doing funky hip flexor things instead of really trying to get into those lower abs. So make sure on the ground you completely relax and then try and use your core to get yourself up. You can add the momentum with the arms if you want, but you got to stay focused on that core. The snatches should be unbroken. If you're going barbell, you might break it up into 2 sets. If you're doing the dumbbell or kettlebell snatches, probably just unbroken. And what I like is using that little bit of time overhead to give it a little bit of a rest if I need. What I really felt was after the sit-ups, abs were a little tired. And then on the 3rd and 4th round on the snatches, I could really feel my abs working hard to brace, which really made me feel good. Because a few years ago, when I was dealing with a lot of back issues, I just wasn't bracing very well. And I was just kind of ignoring it completely. So it really feels good when you focus on drawing your lower abs in, and then you can actually feel your core fighting to work. It makes me feel good, knowing that I'm actually using my core muscles. So that was kind of a cool mixture of the sit-ups into the snatches and really feeling your core work to stabilize in the snatch. The pull-ups, they're strict. I think a lot of people are just going to need to bump that number down from 10 to maybe 6 or 7. Something where it's hard, but you can consistently move. 10 is probably half of a max set for me. So that's what I would recommend. Figure out what your max set. And I was using I didn't have a pull-up bar, so I was using like a beam. So I feel like I could do probably 20 with my hands kind of weird on that beam. So it was probably half of a max set was that 10 number. And I just chipped away. I did singles through the first 3 rounds. And then on the last round, I started linking them together, and I think I went like 3-3, 2-2, something like that. So nothing special. With kipping, you don't have to really worry about burnout too much because you can always kip through that burnout. With strict pull-ups, it's just like push-ups. You got to worry about that burnout, so you want to be a little conservative in the beginning. And we can scale that with banded pull-ups and ring rows and stuff like that too. You can even do a jumping pull-up. If you usually do jumping pull-ups instead of the kipping pull-ups, I would do a jumping pull-up and then lower yourself back down slowly. So jumping pull-up with that slow negative today will be a good one. Yeah, it's fun. 4 rounds, nice and steady. Just get it moving. If you're going to push the pace, let's push the pace on the run. Once you're doing your sit-ups, your snatches, your pull-ups, it's just consistent. Push the pace on the run. Consistent. Push the pace on the run. And so on. Enjoy. Talk to y'all soon.